Let's go.
What's up? What's up?
I know you're gonna dig this.
Go!
Oh my gosh.
You are now tuned into the Profit and Growth Hour with your host, Dr. Bizness. Get up and get to it.
Hey family, you're tuned in to the Profit and Growth Hour here on WDRB Media, the voice of the community. I am Dr. Bizness, and I'm so excited that you have tuned into this another Profit and Growth segment where we always look to give you something for your head, something for your heart, and something for your hands to do. Why? Because we are an intelligent people. So we want to make sure that we get the right information to you so that you can make the right decisions. But then we feel, we emote, we're passionate about some things. So it creates an opportunity for us to be able to share what it is that we were actually birthed to do. But then some takeaways, some homework assignments, something for your hands to do, because faith without works is dead. So we are required to put our hands to the proverbial gospel plow in order to make it happen. Family, you know what we do. We always bring in the best of the best of the best of the best. We're always scouring the world in order to find individuals that are movers. They're shakers. They're making some things happen. They're at the forefront of what is happening in our economy, in business land, as it relates to entrepreneurship. And today is no different. We have Dominique Milton here on the line with us. She is with CVMSDC, and she has done an absolutely phenomenal job in connecting entrepreneurs, connecting minorities to businesses, business owners, in order to make things happen for them. We're living in some very tumultuous times. Things are tough. For some, things are well, but for most, there are some financial challenges that we have to work through, and there's safety in a multitude of counsel. So who better to be able to counsel with, to partner with, to be a part of than this wonderful organization? How are you doing today, Dominique?
I'm great. Great to be back with you. We were together in January, and then who knew what was going to unfold? Good to be back with you.
Absolutely. Tell us a little bit about the organization. You're a 501c3.
Yes.
Talk to us about what it is that you do and the people that you serve.
So I like to keep things simple. We help build wealth. And the way in which we do that is we connect ethnic minority business owners with corporate supply chain opportunities. And what that means is if you are a small, well, not just small, if you are an ethnic minority business owner, let's just say you have a painting company, maybe you have a drywall company, cleaning company, or maybe you make plastic parts. We help get you contracts with large organizations like your BMWs, your Boeings, your Bank of America, Capital Ones of the world. We can't get the contracts for you, but we help connect you with those companies. And we have 4 pillars of our work. So we certify, we're the largest certifying agency in the United States of ethnic minority businesses. We help develop you. Much like your car needs a tune-up, your business needs a tune-up every single year. So we help you to tune that business up to make sure that you are supply chain ready. We help connect you. That's what we're all here for, right? We're here to make those big connections. And so instead of you knocking on doors, making 100 appointments over, 2-3 year period, we bring everybody together in the same room during our event so that you can connect with them, have matchmaking opportunities, and help to grow your business. And then by the sheer size of our organization, we have over 13,000 members. We help advocate for you. When power companies want to turn out the lights, if folks weren't paying their bills, we fought to have the electricity on so that you can run your business. When folks couldn't get PPP funding, we went out and we got our own PPP funding so that we could be a lending agency to those MBEs that needed money. So that's how we advocate for our members.
Wow. It seems as if everything that a person needs is really in the house, between what the organization does, between who it is that you are connected to. There's really no excuses as to why minority-owned business cannot be successful because of the connection that they have with you.
Well, that's true, but you have to engage, right? Everything is about intentionality. We talked about that before. So, we're here. A lot of people don't know that we exist. There's advocacy groups for women. There's advocacy groups for minorities, veterans. There's a group for everybody. When I was at MBE, we signed up for every group possible that we could become a part of, because there's so many arms out there working for you, right? And you want to align yourself with as much help as you can get. But once you align with an organization like ours, you have to intentionally engage. You have to come to the table, come to our meetings, volunteer. We need to know you. And then, once you are engaged, you'll start to see movement with your organization.
And I think that works with anything. A lot of times people, we have a saying that in order to go up, you have to show up.
So true.
So when you show up, then that's when really the networking and the matchmaking begins. People think that they can run their business in a box somewhere and not establish relationships, because at the end of the day, people buy you. They don't buy a product. They don't buy a service. They buy you and what it is that you bring to the table, knowing that you exist, liking you as an individual, because a person's not going to give their money to somebody that they don't like as an individual. But then thirdly, they want to make sure that they can trust you with their baby, with their product, or whatever it is that they're purchasing from you, because times are tough and people just don't throw money out the window. So they want to make sure that they're getting their money's worth and that they can trust you to deliver with what it is that you say that you're able to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We've talked a lot this year about relationships. We did a big piece on relationship banking because, when PPP opened up, people could not get loans. Why couldn't they get those loans? They didn't have relationship with a banker, right? And so people who have relationships, they were able to get that money first. And I say, you need a relationship with your banker like you have with your hairstylist or your barber. You need to be able to pick up the phone and call them and say, hey, I need to apply for this loan. Can you help me? What do I need to do? On the weekend or whenever it is. But if you don't have that relationship when you need the money, that's just a little bit too late to try to build that relationship. So it's so important.
True. It really is, especially when you're making those deposits every day, every week, every month. You want to make sure that when you're in need, that they're there for you, because a lot of times it's us giving. And now when it's time for us to be able to receive, everybody gets ghosted. Everybody doesn't know your name. Everybody now disappears. And that's not really how it should be. It's like those friendships that are one-sided, where as long as I'm giving you, we're good friends. But the minute I ask for something, we're no longer friends. How ironic did that work out?
So true. It's so true. The other part of that is you need to seek help before you really need the help. And so a lot of minorities or just people in business in general, they say, I'm going to start my business. I'm going to use my savings. I'm going to build this business up. And then they exhaust all of their savings and then they go looking for money. They should have started looking for the money when they had money, when their credit was good up front as they were building their business. That needed to be part of their business plan. The same thing with advocacy groups. Make us a part of your business plan because we are here to help you strengthen and become a stronger organization, so you're not part of that group that is failing. In general, in good times, 50% of businesses fail that start right within the first 5 years. We know that, and that's because they're not seeking outside help, and we can't do all this alone.
Absolutely. As I mentioned earlier, there is safety in a multitude of counsel. So you need to have a team. You need to have the players that are a part of your team so that you have go-to. A lot of times when I'm speaking with entrepreneurs, they want to be the cook. They want to be the concierge. They want to be the table cleaner, the bus boy, the register person, the person sitting there, you in the back cleaning and peeling. And you can't do all 26 moving parts. I know you're Superman. I know that you are the best of the best. I know that nobody can do you better than you. But in entrepreneur world, it's a lot of moving parts. And you keep HR and legal and accounting and taxes and sales and customer service and quality control all by yourself.
Yeah, we call that working in the business versus working on the business.
Absolutely.
When you're really soaring, you're working on the business, and we help with that. We help develop you so you learn how to work on your business and guide the people who are working in your business.
Absolutely. And you're able to do this through the various events that you do. So you're able to cultivate people, get them together, provide networking opportunities, provide the development, the education, the certifications through the various events that you do throughout the course of the year. We have one such event that's coming up December 2nd, December 3rd, all roads lead to the virtual Re-emerge summit that you're having. Can you tell our listeners a little bit about the summit that you're having?
Yes, absolutely. We have 4 major events a year. We were together at our annual meeting back in January. Mm-hmm. Normally, we would have had our Business Opportunity Conference, our largest event, in August, and then we'd have our MBE Summit in December. But because we want to keep everybody safe and healthy, we're having a virtual event. We've combined those 2 events. And what we have designed for you, because 2020 has been rough for most people, even if it's a good year for you, it's still been a rough year, right? And we want to make sure that as our business owners turn the corner in 2021, they had some tools in their tool chest to strengthen that turn into 2021. And so we have assembled 11 workshops. We have MBEs and corporations speaking in these workshops. They include HR, legal. We have Bobby Robinson having a legal workshop. We have Dr. Kinston Griffin giving a workshop on marketing. We have Bank of America, who is our sponsor for this event, giving a workshop on, how you show up socially, your social footprint, right? That's so important. And people, they lose sight of how they show up socially, right? Mm-hmm. So there's 11 workshops to choose from. You pick 3, and that's part of your activation fee for this conference. And then we're going to have some matchmaking. We have matchmaking for general matchmaking, and we have construction matchmaking. And then we have some international consultants that are going to be speaking with our members. We're going to have an award ceremony, and we're going to have a silent auction and a live auction. We're going to have some fun also. So it'll be engaging. There's a DJ that's going to be there to make it fun. And it's really only a half a day of really content, right? You can come in and go out as you need to, but it's a half a day. And then in the second half of the day, if you have a meeting scheduled, a connection meeting or matchmaking meeting, you can attend that based on your schedule. So it's about 4 hours out of your day each day that you're investing to get ready for 2021.
With all this matchmaking going on, are you getting some single people together? And, they can find their spouse, and I am available to be auctioned off. I don't know if that's a part of the process.
I can include you in our actual auction. All right. So, but the matchmaking we're doing is matchmaking so that you can get a better match later. So we're making sure your business is tight and ready, and then you can do those other matches later.
But they say that there's no romance without finance.
That's right.
You got to get your credit straight, got to get your business straight, got to have those profit margins where they need to be. Because during good times, we need to save. Establish those emergency funds, establish those connections, those banking relationships and stuff. And then when, the bottom falls out, we didn't create it. It's not like it's a problem that we caused based upon something that we did. It is a pandemic, and it's affecting the world. So it either affects you directly or it affects you indirectly, because you know people that you have relationships with that are hurting as well. So even if I was reading some information regarding the vaccine that's coming out, we have a vaccine, but then it does us no good if it cannot be shipped. So in the supply chain, they're finding it difficult to get enough dry ice in order to keep the vaccine where it needs to be. So although you're going to make money because you have the vaccine, but you're not going to make any money if you can't get it shipped to the people that actually need it most. Yeah. So we're all connected.
We're all connected, but think about all of the opportunities in that supply chain right there. So you need somebody to help ship that. You need somebody to store that. You need somebody who can store it in a cool place, right? So there are a lot of opportunities for MBEs to get involved in this whole pandemic. We've had MBEs who have pivoted and their business has soared. And then we have, as you and I know, 40% of businesses have failed during this pandemic. But those who have made a pivot and soared, they tapped into resources. They were quick on their feet to make those pivots to be able to adjust their business. I have one MBE who makes plastic parts for BMW cars. He pivoted and started making face shields when BMW shut down. That was major, right?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, and we have MBEs who have different types of companies who started doing PPE equipment. So you have to be very quick and nimble on your feet to be able to adjust in these changing times. And that's what our conference is going to help bring bring about more training on how to do that, how you pivot, how you reemerge in 2021 stronger than when you went into 2020?
It's what we call the difference between a slow boat from China and a speedboat. A lot of times as entrepreneurs, as small business owners, we try to operate our businesses as if we were a super tanker when we really don't have to. When Walmart decides to bring a product to their shelves nationwide, it takes a whole year for them to go through that process in order to get a new product on their shelf. But you're a business owner and you have 3 stores or 3 locations and you now want to bring a product to that shelf. It's not going to take you a whole year. So don't set up your systems in such a way where it takes a whole year when you can actually do it in a matter of 30 days or in a matter of a week. So I agree when you talk about being nimble and being fast on your feet and being able to adjust. As entrepreneurs, as small business owners, that's really our strength. When there is an issue, when there is a problem, we can move quickly where the rest of the world, they have to go through boards and they have to approvals and they have to go through testing and certifications and all this other stuff that may drag along a process. But as a small business owner, get the information, implement the information, make the change, better your business. That's really what it's about.
That's what it's about. And let's talk about the economic impact of small business and minority businesses. For every dollar that a large corporation invests in a minority business, putting them into their supply chain, we return $1.72 back into the environment. That's jobs, that's taxes, goods and products and services sold, your infrastructure. So you're changing the economy when you hire a minority business enterprise, because they can then go out and hire other people and change that whole economy around them. So just, there's a huge economic impact behind what we do. Minority businesses spend $1.26 trillion a year nationwide.
Wow.
That's huge.
$1.62 trillion.
$1 trillion in sales. That's huge.
Most people can't even say million, let alone billion. But now
we're teaching people to have $1 million and $1 billion mindset. That's the mindset we're teaching people to grow to. Absolutely. I do want to talk about the children, though.
Okay.
The students. I want to talk about the students because every time we have a conference, we always like to engage what we call the next generation of our work. Those college students, be it undergrad and grad, and actually this year we have some younger folks. We have some very young entrepreneurs who haven't even made it to college yet. But we engage them so that they are thinking about millions and billions, right? We want them to understand entrepreneurship as a career option. And we have Harold Hughes, who is the founder and CEO of Bandwagon. He's going to be the speaker for this year's Next Generation Workshop. We have Lasagna Berry. And we have Jerry Knighton from Clemson University. Clemson is one of our sponsors. And so we're going to bring them together on the 2nd from 5 to 7. It is a free seminar for students. Wow. You can go to our website, sign up under Next Gen, and you can attend this 2-hour session for free. There's a book that's included. There's some prizes that are included. So if you have the slightest thought about, entrepreneurship, you need to be there. Then there's an added bonus. We're giving away $1,500 in prizes for those young folks who want to pitch their business idea. If you have an innovative business idea, and I know you love to talk about innovation, right? You have an innovative business idea, we want to hear from you. And if you pitch your business and you get first, second, or third place, you could be winning one of these prizes. First place is $750 for your business idea. That's for your idea. We're going to pay you to tell us what your business idea is.
It don't get much better than that.
It doesn't, but I'm pulling teeth to get students to send me their business pitches.
Wow. That is incredible. You're now putting your money where your mouth is. It's one thing to talk about it. It's something else to be about it. And you are literally being about it, putting your money where your mouth is, and actually making the investment into that next generation. Because that's really how we get to the next level. That's how we impact our students. That's how we let them know that we love them, we care for them, we support them, we're there for them. And it's not just lip service, but we're actually there putting money behind it. That's absolutely phenomenal what it is that you guys are doing, how you're doing, even how you're engaging the students. It's absolutely phenomenal because it creates a world of opportunity for them. A lot of times we're raised to, literally just having to go to school, graduate high school, go to college, graduate, maybe get an advanced degree, get out, get a good job. What's a good job? Well, a job with benefits. And then at that point, work for 40 years, get you a little gold watch, a pension, and ride off into the sunset. But you find yourself doing something that you don't like doing. You find yourself doing something that you're not passionate about, but you're doing it just to pay some bills. And it really ought not be. Life is too short. We need to live our heart. We need to live our passion. The graveyard is the richest place, and that's literally where dreams go to die. So we have to position ourselves in such a way where life is rewarding for us, it's passionate for us. We're excited to get up each and every day knowing that somebody values the gifts and the talents that I bring to the table.
That's right. You're so right. When we did this session at Johnson C. Smith back in January, standing room only, the students were blown away because we're able to bring you those MBEs who've been successful. So right in front of you, you have people who look like you, who've been extremely successful, taking concepts and turn them into marketable ideas and into billion-dollar businesses. You get to sit in the room with them. You get to have them as your coaches. We're giving you their books for free. It doesn't get any better than that.
Wow. I've never worked for anybody my entire life. I've never had a W-2. I've never gotten that steady paycheck every 2 weeks. Every dollar has been based upon the sweat of my brow, me being innovative and creative. And there's been see money days. There have been see no money days. There have been good days and bad days and got money, don't got money. The ups and downs that go along with life. Even if you're employed by somebody, sometimes there's furloughs and you get laid off and unemployed, and some people get fired. But there's ebbs and tides in anything.
That's right.
But because I was doing something that I always wanted to do, I was able to get through those lean times a whole lot better because I was living my best life. I was living my passion. I was living my dream. And even if I ran into some roadblocks and some bumps in the road and stuff, I was able to get through and keep moving forward simply because I knew that I was fulfilling the purpose for which I was born. So that whole entrepreneurial concept is absolutely phenomenal. When I was growing up, going to college, they didn't have entrepreneurial degrees and things of that nature. Now you actually have it. It was unheard of back then, but now you actually have it, and you're bringing it smack dab front and center in the faces of students. They really have no excuse.
They have no excuse.
America,
all they have to do is go to CVMSDC.org, click on reemerge, check the next generation ticket, and they're in. 5 o'clock on December 2nd. Show up online. You don't have to even travel from your home, and you can win prizes. And it doesn't get any easier than that.
Yeah. Say that once again. The website, date, time.
CVMSDC.org. Click on reemerge. The banner is up, and then go select the ticket for next generation. If you're a college student, and the ticket will be free. If you are a business owner, click on non-certified MBE, and the ticket will be $149. But if you use the code today, BOASD, that's for Bank of America SD, it'll take 50% off for your listeners, Dr. Smith. So if you're
BOASD.
That's correct.
BOASD, okay.
Bank of America Supply Diversity, you put that code in, and it'll take 50% off of your ticket if you're a business owner.
Wow.
And if you're a certified MBE, then you've been getting messages from us already, but that's just, you just click on certified MBE, and you can use that code as well. But we encourage anyone to join us. You do not have to be a member of CVMSDC to join this event. The information is rich for everyone. And for students, any student can join. You can even be a high school student. You can be a graduate student. If you're interested in entrepreneurship, I encourage you to join us for this 2-hour event. And if you can't do the whole 2 hours, you start out, but I guarantee you're going to want to stay because it's going to be a tremendous amount of information.
Wow. I am blown away. The wealth of knowledge, information, the people that you're connected with, the subject matter experts that are going to be a part. There's really no excuses why a person cannot kick off the next year positioned for greatness. And
absolutely.
because of you.
Yeah.
Your help,
Thank you.
your assistance. I'm excited because we need more people like you to make an investment of time, money, resources, and actually helping our minority small business owners, our minority entrepreneurs get to the next level. There's money out there to be made.
Absolutely. So much money out there. And we even have organizations like Lowe's and American Tire Distributors and a few others who are giving us grants to help MBEs certify with us. There's normally a fee involved with the certification process. It can start at $400 and it goes on up based on how much money you're making. But right now, because of the times we're in, there are grants and scholarships out there for you to apply for to get free certification. That means you can come to us, utilize all of our resources for free if you apply for one of these scholarships and certify as an MBE. So there's no excuse for any of your listeners not to take advantage of the help that is out there. I used to wonder how Oprah and Martha did it all, and I tried to be them, and I realized one day the way in which they're using the same 24 hours in a day that we have, and they're making more money, it's because they're tapping into help. They're not doing it all themselves. They have arms and arms of help out there, and we're offering that help to your listeners. So please take advantage of advocacy groups like CVMSDC.org. Thank you, Dr. Smith.
Dominique, as always, it's been a pleasure. It's been a joy. Family, you know that we're always trying to bring you the best. There's no excuses for you not to succeed. Our heart always goes out to our entrepreneurs. That's our target audience. That's who we love. That's who we invest our time and resources into. So we want to make sure that you get all of this information. Go register. Register now. Register today. Don't procrastinate. Don't be fearful of being successful, because success should be your hallmark. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your family. You owe it to those that are looking upon you for leadership and guidance. Those that even stalk you, that you don't even know. You're being stalked like I do, CVMSDC. Take advantage of these resources. Get registered. Go to the website. Reemerge. Here we come. Be a part of this dynamic movement. Family, you're tuned in to the Profit and Growth Hour. Here on WDRB Media, the voice of the community. I am Dr. Bizness. And until next time, we say adieu. Thank you, Dominique.
Thank you.
Appreciate you much, dear.